Life is a winding road.
Sisters. Buddy, you're going to the Keys? You're going to the beach? Hello everyone, we are going to the Florida Keys. I saw on Instagram and then I looked it up on YouTube. There's a pet-friendly beach called Coco Plum Beach. We have been in the area of Coco Plum before, but I didn't know there was a beach that was dog friendly in that area. So we want to go and check it out. We haven't been in the beach in forever, and Venus is a mermaid. She loved the beach. So we decided to go and do a little day trip. We're not staying in the kids tonight. We're coming back to Miami. But we just want to go to the beach and spend the day.
Jumping.
Coco Plum is in Marathon Key, which is around 2 hours, 2 hours and a half from Miami, depending on the traffic. The keys have a really low mileage per hour. The most you could do in some areas is 55, and some areas are 35 and even 45. So it depends on the key. We went on a Monday and traffic wasn't that bad. It only took us 2 hours to get to Coco Plum. We only have a little bit of traffic in one of the keys. I think it was in Tavernier. But overall, it wasn't that bad going on a Monday. We are lucky to have a job that allow us to go on weekdays. But if you're going on a weekend, have in mind that it could take you over 2 hours or a little more if you're leaving Miami to go to the Keys. And if you're going down all the way to Key West, it's 4 hours from Miami. We have never done it all the way to Key West from Miami. We always stop in Marathon. My in-laws have a house in Marathon, so we normally stay in Marathon, and then the next day we do another 2 hours to Key West. But if you're doing a day trip to Key West, it's 4 hours.
Sky is falling down.
The parking lot is a little bit in the small side. I would say like maximum 20 cars. So if you're coming on the high season in the summer, get here really early if you want to find a spot to park. On Bring Fido says the Coco Plum Dog Beach. The dog can be off leash if they're under voice control, or leash if they don't listen. So we are assuming that's right. We are gonna be leaving Venus and Apollo off leash when we are more deep inside the beach area. This is a really long beach, but the sand area is not super wide, and they have a lot of seaweed, but this is the case in most of the keys, as the seaweed help with feeding some animals and they clean it periodically. But you will see seaweed most of the time that you come to the Florida Keys. That's something that is very hard to avoid. If you hate seaweed, the Florida Keys I don't think is the spot for you. We always have seaweed. I heard when they say that they're gonna clean it up the beach, but I have never come that the beach is actually clean. The only time I saw the beach clean, it was after Hurricane Irma, that they cleaned Sombrero Beach really well. After that, you always have seaweed. Venus, we were supposed to keep going. Come on, Venus. This was our first time in this beach, so we were not sure what was the best spot for us. So we keep walking. Every time that we find a new spot, we were like, do we stay here? And then we were like, but let's keep going to see if something is better. So you will see us stopping and going and stopping and going for like forever. Venus! Venus! Come on, mommy. Look, let's keep going. In some areas, you need to get inside the water to avoid all the obstacles. There's a lot of like driftwood in the beach side, so have that in mind. Also, we figure it out after. Behind the little beach areas, there's a trail, so you don't actually have to go through the sun if you don't want to. There's a trail in the back. This was the first spot that we thought we liked, and we started setting it up because we thought it was perfect. We liked the tree falling in the water, but then we kept walking and we saw there was a prettier side, and we did this like a million times. Whenever we are in a public area that there's people and other dogs and animals, we only leave one of them off leash, and we always like to keep one of them on leash to have control just in case another dog coming or a bird, anything that could happen, small children that come running towards them. So we like to have control of them at all times. So sometimes we keep one off leash and one on leash, and we switch them around back and forth. Apollo and Jay, they took a little walk through the beach and they found a spot that they like it better, so we moved once again a little more down in the beach to a better spot. And we changed them around. Now Venus is the one on leash and Apollo is the one loose. Apollo does actually pretty good off leash. He really listens very well. If you meet them in person, you will believe that Venus is the good one because she have everybody bamboozled. She looks so sweet and so good. Everybody think that Apollo is a little more hardcore than she is because he gets very excited when he meets new people. But actually, the one that listens the most and the one that is the best trained is Apollo. Venus is really well trained as well, but not near as good as he is. He's amazing. We call him our golden child because he always wanna listen. He wanna please. Venus, in the other hand, she's very smart. She knows all her commands, but she chooses when she wanna listen. typical Malamute. Malamutes are a very stubborn breed, and Venus, she is very stubborn. Unless she's wearing her training harness. We have different harness for different activities. The one that they have right now is their fun harness, the one that we use for places where there will be other dogs and other animals. But she have a specific harness that is very heavy duty, and she knows when she have that harness on that she need to listen 100% because we train her with that harness, and that harness for her means work. And when she have that harness on, she act like a military dog. She doesn't move from your side. She acts amazing. She look like a completely different dog. And Jay kept walking and he found a better spot. He said they looked like a small private beach, so he came back to get me and Apollo, and we moved one again to a different part of the beach. This time is the last time we're moving, and actually, we really like the spot that we got now. And like always, Jay is taking cute Instagram photos for Venus and Apollo. He loved his camera. He actually did wedding photography for a few years. So he loved taking pictures, and I love posting them on Instagram. We saw two other dogs at the beach, so we decided to put Venus and Apollo, both of them on leash, just in case the other dogs decide to come and visit us. We didn't know if they're friendly, if they're aggressive. Whenever we see dogs coming towards us, we always like to gain full control, and we have both of them full on leash. We also do the same if we see the small children coming towards us, especially if they look like toddlers. Venus and Apollo, they do pretty well with children. Venus loves children. Apollo, he's a little more rough. He likes to play with them, but he likes to play rough and sometimes scare them because they bark. But we also like to put them on leash if we see a really small child coming towards them. Which later on, a family with three small children came to play with Venus and Apollo, and they were with us like for 15 minutes, petting Venus and Apollo. I didn't record that part because they were small children, and I don't like to put small children on my videos. But Venus and Apollo were playing with those three little girls for a while.
there's something there in the water. I'm not even kidding. You see it? Oh.
It's a bird.
You just fucking stuff.
This beach is pretty shallow. We walk and walk, and the highest the water level got, it was right above the knees. So I like it a lot, but I will prefer if it have deeper parts. If I wanted to get wet at all, I have to sit in on the floor, and then I get all full of sand, and I'm not about that. South Florida beaches in general are not my favorite. They're not the best beaches. If you want to get good beaches in Florida, the one in the Gulf Coast, they're a lot better around Clearwater, St. Petersburg. I heard the ones in Naples and Sarasota are really good. I'm dying to go to check them out. I haven't been there, but I heard they're pretty good. But the one in this side of Florida, they are not the best, especially if you have been to the Caribbean. When you see the beaches in Key West, Marathon Key, Key Largo, Isla Morada. Isla Morada have a little better, but still they are not the greatest beaches. This one in particular had a lot of seashells in the shore, so if you see me walking kind of funny, it was because it hurts. Um, Overall was a really good beach. If I had those shoes that you could wear in the water, they would have been a lot better and more enjoyable. But overall, we liked it. And it's pet friendly. That's the best part. We don't have a ton of beaches that are pet friendly. Some of the cuter ones are not pet friendly. And here we have a little doggo that came to say hi. He didn't go too close, and Venus, she barked at first, but then when she saw him leaving, she started crying and whining because she wanted to say hi to him, and she was so sad. Venus, a lot of time you will see her and you will think she's very aggressive because her bark is so loud. She have such a deep voice. A lot of people, they get scared and think is out of aggression because she sound mean. Apollo even sound meaner sometimes. His bark is so loud. Most people don't think they want to play and make them very sad. They sometimes start crying when the dog walk out and don't stop to play with them. Which is also a good thing because sometimes we had aggressive dogs run towards us, barking and jeeping at us, trying to bite them. And when Venus and Apollo, they just have to do one mean bark at them back and they stop. They turn around and they go back to their owners. So we have prevent a lot of fighting because their bark sounds so mean. And but it's sad at the same time because a lot of people are scared of them. Only people they have really big dogs like German shepherds or other malamutes or any type of really giant breeds, they understand what's going on and they're not scared of them. Like the family that I mentioned before, they have the three little girls. They told us they have a German shepherd at home, and three little girls were not scared at all of Venus and Apollo. Even when they barked, they knew it was a playful bark. But a lot of people that don't have dogs or even dogs, sometimes they get intimidated with how loud it sounds. And it hurts to say, but as a female, sometimes I appreciate that people are scared of them, especially if I'm walking at night by myself with them. Venus just have to do one of her mean barks, and there's no guy that's gonna approach me. I feel safe walking in the dark late at night with her because I know a lot of people are scared of her. After 2 hours in the beach, I started getting hungry, so it was time for us to go home. And I still have like 2 hours to go back to Miami. And I know when I get home, I have to shower Venus and Apollo, so let's go. On our way back, we decided to hit the trail behind the beach to see how it was, if it was pretty. And Venus and Apollo, they love hiking and they love trails, and we haven't done one in a hot minute since we moved here in the beginning of January. We haven't done much. We have been working hard doing a lot of renovations around the house, so we haven't been hitting any trail on this year, so we decided to check it out. It's not the longest trail ever, but it was kind of cute and nice, and it felt good to be back in the trail. Sorry, buddy. Oh, we need to take all this stuff from you now that we are home. They were shedding before going to the beach, and with the water and the shower, more hair got loose, and the hair situation in the house is crazy. I have hair everywhere. My allergies have me crazy, insane. I have to clean all the sheets and vacuum like a million times. But it was worth it. We had a lot of fun, but we're not going to the beach anytime soon, I think.